Nobody is supposed to tell you how to live your life. This is supposed to be an innate thing. And then you find people who are speaking the same language, people are who are where you want to be in life, people who speak your language. Then you find those people and you associate yourself with them, which is why I decided to make this video. And that is to say, the person that you want to be is already within you. All you need to do is to just embody that person, that woman of your dreams, and start doing exactly what it is that you need to start doing in order to become her. But it's going to take courage for you to do that. It's going to demand you to find that group of women, to find that woman that is already living the life of your dreams. For everything that you want in this world, you are not the first one. It means somebody is already dead. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this channel, we discuss things that help us grow, elevate, and build the life we know we're destined for. I always say, if you feel that's you, then please subscribe and hop into the beginning of the most exciting and amazing journey to your elevated self. Now, the woman of your dreams, the woman that you desire or that you aspire to be, is already there within you and in the real physical world. All you need to do is to identify that woman and start looking at her and finding out all that you can find out about becoming her. There's this thing of live as if you have it already. Today, I want to say, live as if you are already that person that you aspire to be, that woman that you aspire to be. Only you know the type of woman that you want. So without any further ado, let's get on to what is it that you can do to start embodying the woman that you want to be. First and foremost, you need to describe exactly what the person looks like, what type of woman you want to be. You want to be a stay-at-home mom, you want to be a housewife, you want to climb the corporate ladder, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be an artist, whatever it is that you want to be, you need to first discover yourself or identify exactly who that person is, so that that is the first step to, or the first blueprint into discovering the person that you aspire to be. The second thing is change in mindset. For everything that you want to have in this life, there is a version of you waiting for you to embody that version so that you can become, or that, so that you can attain that which you want. That is why they always say self-discovery is a journey. There is never a destination. You just discover yourself, because for everything that you want to have, you're going to have to embody a certain version of you. Remember, you cannot have different results if you keep doing the same thing. That is why you have to become a certain version in order for you to achieve something that you do not have. So once you have identified clearly as to who you want to be, now you want to change your mindset and put yourself in the right mindset, knowing that change is going to require a lot. There are going to be sacrifices that you need to start making in order to become that woman. So it's the simple things that you take for granted. How does a woman of your dream look like? How does she dress? What is her style? Where does she live? How does she live her body? The type of room she lives inside. You have to start with where you are with what you have. I used to do this. In my mind, I'm already that woman. So that is why I've always dressed differently. When you meet me in the streets, you think that I'm working, whereas I'm unemployed. Because in my mind, that's how the woman of my dream is supposed to look like. So I was being her every day. The decisions that I take, how I think, what does the woman that I aspire to be think like all day long. So it's a matter of identifying how your ideal version looks like. And that is, how does a woman of my dream thinks? I needed to do some research to go in deep and take this seriously. You need to take it seriously. That's my third point. That is, you need to be very serious about the person that you want to become. Not when you feel like it. Now that you are done with being crystal clear about the type of woman that you want to be, it is now time to do research. Do research. The type of woman that you aspire to be, how do they look? When I say how do they look, their body. Do they exercise? What do they eat on a daily basis? What do they eat to keep them energetic? What is it that they eat to make sure that they look the way that they look on the outside? How do they think? What do they believe or hold to be true about life and about themselves? You are trying to find out where their mentality is so that you can also change your own mentality. How do they dress? What is their style? When they go out in public, when they are alone, what type of style do they have? And so you're trying to also find out all of that. How do they think? How do they make decisions. Where do they spend most of their time at? The places they go to. What do they spend most of their time doing? You want to know their daily habits because it is those little things that they do, those chunks of habits that they're doing that are building a complete picture. You've done your research, you know exactly how your ideal self lives. Now it's time to put all your findings into action. Remember, knowing means nothing if you're not going to do. There are a lot of people who know, but they're not doing. And because they're not doing, they're not seeing anything. They're not seeing any shift. They're not seeing any result or desired result at that. So now you're taking all that which you found out and you are now embodying the type of person that you want to be, the type of woman that you aspire to be. Now you know how they think. Start thinking like them. Now you know what they read, the type of content that they consume. You start doing that. You now know the type of people they associate themselves with. You start doing that, even if it's not in your physical immediate world, but here online. Come here on YouTube. Use social media to your advantage. Instead of wasting your time or maybe watching content that is going to leave you feeling left behind, start consuming the type of content that is going to leave you feeling inspired and empowered to just go after the things that you want in your life. And so now, if your ideal women exercises, you start implementing, you start employing that habit. You are now exercising 10, 15. You need to start small, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. You are moving your body. Okay, this is how they dress. You don't need to go out and buy new clothes, but if you can, then you can go. But I'm saying if you do not have, do not feel the pressure to now start making debts because you want to buy certain things. No, look at the things that you have in your own closet and try to. I always use Pinterest to try and style the clothes that I already have, and it does the difference. It does the magic. I'm going to start associating yourself with the type of people that think like you, people that are doing something that you want, like, and people who are where you would like to be in life. And so, no longer about wishing, but it's about doing. Stop praying with your words. Nobody cares about your lousy prayers. God, I want this. God, I want this. Start showing God that you are serious about whatever it is that you say you want. That is, pray with action. Do what you say you want. The only way to convince yourself that you want something is by doing it and knowing that you're going to suck at first, but the more reps you put in, you are going to get there eventually you're going to get there and you're going to becoming better. Each and every rep that you're putting in, you are just becoming better. It's the same with embodying or becoming the woman of your dreams. You're just going to do these things and they're going to feel weird. Waking up in the morning, meditating and saying affirmations is going to feel weird at the first time, but once these things start working out, that is when you're going to feel more empowered, and that's when you're going to just believe in them, and now you're going to say or do them with conviction because you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. And last but not least, you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent with everything and anything that you've started doing to on your way or on your journey to becoming your ideal self. Why? Because when you do this, you are sending signals onto the universe that this is me. This is ever seen somebody who has nothing, but the way that they treat and conduct themselves, you'd swear they have everything and anything. And one day it becomes true. That's because you in life you don't get that which you wish or hope for, but you get that which you are. So it's very important. That is why they always say, act like the person that you want to become. So that the universe has no choice but to bring all those things that you want your way. When you keep doing these things, when you keep acting like the women that you want to be, that you aspire to be, coupling that with action, you are going to do it over a period of time to a point where the universe or your reality has no choice but to catch up with the person that you are. So it's very important that you understand that for everything and anything that you want, you have to act as if you have it already. You are sending signals onto the universe that this is me. This is a new me. This is what I want back. That is why you have to be grateful in order for God to send more grateful things your way. And to do a quick recap, First, be crystal clear of the type of woman you want to be. Secondly, do your research. Thirdly, start embodying the person. And number four, stay consistent. Do that even when you don't see any shift, you don't see any. Trust me, the change is already there. The wheel is already in motion. It's just that you don't see it. And one day you're going to see it and you're going to realize that, oh, it's all these things that I've kept doing for so long, because it's not going to happen overnight. Trust me, it's not going to happen overnight. And I'm going to say this to you so that it sinks in that it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to do it for as long as you need to. Have that mentality that I'm going to do exactly what I need to do for as long as I need to do it in order to start seeing the difference, in order to start seeing the desired change that I want to see. Just like I said, your future you is not waiting somewhere for you to go and keep. No, she is already within you. She's just waiting for you to just embody her. She's waiting for you to be conscious about her and to start embodying her and being her. And in that, thank you so much if you watched this far. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, a heart emoji if you have nothing to say, and share it with somebody who may find this video useful. Another thing, please do not forget to subscribe. This channel is for all those who want to step into the beginning of the most exciting and amazing journey to their elevated self, because I believe that the ultimate goal for every human is to becoming the best version of themselves. Because if you become the best version of yourself, you will feel fulfilled, and that is going to impact everybody around you. I will see you on the next one.